how's it going, y'all? Today's still January 10th, third video log for today. I don't know why I say it like this sometimes, but letting you guys know it's third video log for today. And I know I was talking about in the last videos, I know I was talking about burners and pastries and stuff, and like muffins and maybe cookies and cake. Bread, muffins, cookies, cake, whatever she wants to bake. Anyway, I don't know. Do you guys want bad thing A or bad thing B? Bad thing A has to do with reserve. Bad thing B has to do with a vlog. So let's get down to this. Let's go to B. Now, there's a guy that I follow. He does food reviews, and he's always exercising. He's keeping up with family events, and he's got cats, and he vlogs about his days. Road trips and food reviews and family events, and just briefly talking about stuff. And he does live chat things too. So anyway, this is probably the third time I know. Like in the past, his son is either been sick and going through surgery or something like that, and then the third time, something happened to his son. I don't remember what all the details is, but just recently, it was probably 3 days, maybe 4 days ago. The food review guy, his son was in a bad car accident. He's alive. He's not severely, mangled or anything like that. But his car is like, there's no car left. The whole car itself is so buckled in the center that there's no door left on both sides. The doors on the other sides are buckled out, and somehow he got through. But I guess his son's in the hospital. He's got about 6 to 8 staples in his head, like his head itself, and he's got other glass scrapes and cuts and other minor stitches and stuff on his face, and I think he got a broken either shoulder, arm, form, whatever it is. I don't know the full details. He hasn't talked about the full details because he was on the way to go see his son. And he was briefly telling us whereabouts the accident was, where it happened. And he was coming back from doing a vlog, and his son was on the other side going towards work. And he was like, he was trying to call his son, and he wanted to know, just to give him a reminder, it's work time in the case, he's kind of a little bit late. Tried calling, it went to answer machine, and then he goes and calls again because something else on his mind. Then he's like, okay, that's 2 calls. He hasn't called me back. He's on the road himself. I mean, he shouldn't be using his phone while driving, but that's beside the point. And he said, so I think he called his wife or somebody else, said, hey, could you tell, see if he's at work already, or to let them know that he might be late for work, because the food review guy said he was coming back and there was a little bit of car pile-up thing, some kind of accident or something like that. He didn't know exactly what. So the gears were kind of moving around his head. It's like maybe his son was going that way. Maybe hopefully he's not hopefully, but he's hoping that his son was not in that car accident, but his son was in that car accident. And like the so-and-so called back and said he's not at work, he's late for work, and then he's like, okay, he hasn't called me back, he's late for work, maybe he's stuck at that thing, I'm going to turn around instead of heading home to get these vlogs up for my viewers, kind of thing. So he showed up at the scene. It was his son's car, and I think he was like literally like in tears, bad tears. that his son's car was so mangled. I mean, there's no car. There's no car left. And when he showed the videos of, no, not videos, but the video of his son's car, it was really, really, really bad. And I don't, like I said, I don't know all the details. I'm not going to tell you the guy's name too. I don't know. I have the right to even tell other people's names about YouTubers or anything like that, because I don't want to be copyrighted by them, and shouting them out, it just fuels them to get more subscribers because they got, you know, better stuff than me right now. I mean, whatever's going on in my life, I mean, it's nothing spectacular. I mean, I'm not dissing the guy, but you know, he's doing well. He doesn't need no more views. Doesn't need more attention, and you know, he's got a lot of things on his plate too right now. So I guess his son was in the hospital, and then he did a vlog about it, and so we went to see the car, and then he said his son was home. Like, he didn't do a vlog for a day because his son was in an accident, and then, you know, his son was in the hospital, and then they let him come home. I guess it wasn't too severe, you know, medication. He can watch at home in case there might be any you know, brain damage and stuff like that. But anyway, I guess his son's alive, which is a plus on that. You know, his son's alive. But it was a bad car accident. I don't know about the other person. I don't know if it was a truck or, you know, I've seen YouTube videos of, you know, transport trucks, you know, jackknifing or, you know, sliding into the other cars and then smashing those other cars, like just bam, the cars like a paper car, just pieces of everywhere. But I don't think his son's in any of those videos. I don't think so. But there's people that do, you know, film it to you know, show the authorities what the wreckage is and who's at fault and what's going on, and, you know, if anybody tries to flee the scene, stuff like that. I mean, not unheard of. I mean, but hopefully, you know, people, you know, give it to the cops or, you know, the insurance people, and not, you know, post it for their fun on the YouTube channels. It's not funny. It's not fun. It's not anything cool. You know, this guy's kid almost, you know, died. That's a one father. It is really hard for a father or a mother or a grandparent or even godparents to have to bury a child. That's bad. I don't think I want to ever, you know, have that feeling. But let alone, you know, that it was just that close. I mean, if that, you know, car was, you know, hit a different way, or hit a lot harder, or if it flipped over and then, I don't know, you know, if it flipped over or not. I don't know. But I mean, it could have been worse. You know, his son's alive. You know, he's going to recover, and then there's probably going to be some future events and stuff like that on that. So he did post the one video, and then the second video after that, and that was just, you know, food reviews that, you know, he had like a kind of day late, but he has a reason, you know, to be there late, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, he could take a break for a week and then come back, and he'll still have all the subscribers, he still have all that fame, he still have the sponsors and all that stuff. You know, he had a little part-time job, and, you know, all the stuff is going on in his life. But that's the bad one anyway. So, I mean, I told you guys as much as I could tell you about that. He's, you know, his son is doing good. His son's good. Now I'm going to tell you the bad story A for now, and see what I can actually talk about next video, because I still have like almost like 5 minutes. So, I don't know if I already talked about it, but I'm going to talk about it. My dad on the reserve had let this person back in because my sister, you know, is working things out, and, you know, to, you know, work things out so my dad would get the money that he's supposed to be getting for, you know, the bills and stuff. And then this guy's owed him like a month and a half, and he did pay a month and a half. But he got, you know, flipping pissed off with my sister and started fighting with her and stuff like that. And then he started smashing everything. And not with a big sledgehammer. It was a smaller sledgehammer, but it was still enough to you know, bust up all that stuff. 3 windows, a table, a computer, a couple TVs, like flat screen TVs. And he did that, and he just, you know, he fled the scene, kind of thing. Well, my sister was there, you know, she heard the crash boom and all that stuff, and then, you know, I thought maybe she was fighting with him some more again, and, you know, he ended up leaving, and then now he's in jail, and then I think it's today. This happened like 2-3 days ago, and you know, today he's supposed to be in jail and then waiting for the what do you call it? Bail hearing. I don't think there's anybody to bail him out. Bill and his mother. I don't think so. I don't think there's anybody going to bail him out. He owes that. I don't know how they're going to get repayment and all that stuff, and a lot of stuff is, you know, is that. And I heard like different stuff. I got text messages like, oh, I heard that your dad and your sister stabbed somebody and they're on a run. And it's like, I never heard that. And for one, my dad doesn't fight with knives. He fights with his fists. And my sister doesn't need a knife either. She's a good fighter. So, and then I got another text message after that, shortly after that. It's like, oh, well, I heard that, you know, somebody got stabbed your dad's, and, you know, they went to an ambulance, and I hope your dad's okay or your sister's okay. And I was like, I haven't heard anything yet, so, you know. So I texted my sister and I said, hey, what's going on, what's up? And then her text message to me was not like, oh, that's not going good, stuff like that. Text was like, that stupid, it smashed up everything. And, oh, okay. And then I was like, okay, what happened? And stuff like that. And she's giving me some briefs, you know, stuff's going on, this and this and that. And then I get another text message shortly after that from the cousin who's like an uncle. He's old enough to be an uncle, he's kind of like an uncle. And he says, I heard that there was ambulances at your address, and I know your dad has heart attacks sometimes. I hope your dad's okay. And I was like, and I told him what's going on, and he's like, whoa. He goes, wow. And he goes, hopefully, you know, he gets those fixed and somehow gets money for that. And I said, well, he won't probably get money out of this guy because he's on an assistance. And he said, like, trying to look for jobs too. And my sister's trying to look for jobs. So then, you know, a couple days go by, and then I get a phone call from, you know, my dad's ex, you know, still a friend, and she's telling me about that. And there's more to the story, that my dad was not at the, what do you call it? He was not at an appointment. He had an appointment, then he came back home, and then depressed about certain things. He got drunk, and he's passed out cold. Another cousin come over, I don't know why he's there. You know, he didn't break my dad's tree, and then, you know, fighting with people and stuff like that. And my sister's now ex, you know, fighting with this cousin, and his cousin's not supposed to be there. So between those two, there was a big fight going on, and then the one cousin got a black eye. I mean, he's old enough to know that, you know, shouldn't be fighting indoors. But windows got smashed, things got smashed, and between those two, I don't know. I really don't know. So anyway, I am at the end of this video, so if you guys like this video, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to me. And share this video on the channel, my benefit you, my benefit you. Please do tell your friends and family about me. Thank you for this video, tell me you guys watch it. Hope you all have a nice day, tomorrow night. And remember, it's better to be Aboriginal than original.